Hello everybody! Today I'm going to do the How I Read tag, a tag that has been around for a very long time, and so I think it'll be fun. Also, it is, I promise you, longer than one question, because it is not about how you sit and read on the couch like you kind of would think it is. Anyway, into the tag. The first question is, how do you find about new books to read? So oftentimes I do find a lot of new books through BookTube channels that I like to watch and hear recommendations from people. I also randomly find a lot of recommendations in like Entertainment Weekly subscriptions, or sometimes I look on the publisher's weekly website or that kind of stuff to see newer things that are coming out. The nice thing about Entertainment Weekly is they do a lot of variety. I feel like BookTube has a lot of young adult people, or at least the people I tend to watch seem to read a lot of young adult books, which is fine, but I like to read a little more variety, so it's nice to kind of get them from there. I also have one friend that will pretty much randomly just send me like a box of books from her house, and so that's also how I find things. The next question is, how did you get into reading? My parents actually are fairly big proponents of reading. Growing up, my mom was always reading a book, my dad always read a book. It was just kind of like a thing that people did at my house. So I definitely read a lot as a kid, and then sort of, in middle school, everyone has that phase of not reading as much. And then I sort of picked it back up again in high school, kind of, and college especially, and then now that I don't have all this reading to do for school, I do read a lot on my own time. 3. How has your taste in books changed as you've gotten older? I think as I've gotten older, my tastes have stayed fairly similar. I like fantasy novels. I like contemporary books. I like, sci-fi stuff, kind of. I guess I'm more likely to read nonfiction books than back in the day. And I also probably read a little more classics, which I definitely didn't read when I was younger. Although I guess I read Little Women when I was in 5th grade. So I guess my tastes have really been about the same. Question 4. How often do you buy books? I don't buy books too much. I maybe buy books once a month is like average, but there's probably like times I'll go 2 or 3 times in 1 month, but then I won't go for like 2 or 3 months. I oftentimes more nowadays try to use the library, which is really nice, because I've been burned by too many YA contemporaries and other books that have been bad. I also tend to only go book shopping when I'm with other people, or if I'm at Target and something looks particularly interesting. But how did you get into booktubing? I don't even remember how I found BookTube. I think I was watching John Green's assistant, and she does videos, and sometimes she does book reviews, and I think on the sidebar there was like a Peruse Project video, or like a Katie-tastic video, and I clicked on that, and I just watched, literally for like a week, all I did was watch old videos. Just tons and tons and tons of videos of people, and it was really fun. And so then I thought, it'd be fun to kind of do this too. It seems like a thing I could talk about, and there's a lot of fun activities, and it seems like a community that was really positive and like fairly opening to new people, so I was like, I'll give it a try. How do you react when you don't like the end of a book? It's really rare that I don't like the end of a book. I'm usually fairly like whatever about it. Typically if I don't like a book, it kind of almost can ruin the entire book for me. It doesn't have to end necessarily the way that I want it to, although always that sort of helps. If a book just ends poorly generally, like out of nowhere ending, or an ending that seems really out of character, that's usually what I consider like a bad ending. So as long as it's not doing that, it's probably fine. How often have you taken a sneaky look at the back page of a book to see if it's a happy ending? I do this very, very rarely. I did it accidentally with the 7th Harry Potter book, because I was like, I'm just trying to check out what all the pictures for the chapter titles are, isn't that great? And then I accidentally spoiled something for myself. It wasn't like the very, very end, but still. Another time I have done that is sometimes when I was reading the Archived and the Unbound, I sometimes would like flip ahead to be like, what's happened? Okay, she's cool, or like that kind of thing to relieve my immediate stress. Sometimes I need that. But I have never ever actually looked all the way at the very end of a book to see how it ends. I do never do that. And so that was the last question. The only other question they have in the tag is, who do you tag? I'm pretty sure everyone has done this tag because it's been around for like a million years. But if you haven't done it, you should, because it's fun. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope you're doing great, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye! Also, is it really freaking hot where you live too? Because I really am tired of it being like 95 degrees every day.